Welcome back to the Traders Network Show, broadcasting worldwide from Greenwich, Connecticut. I'm Matt Bird. We're here covering the 2019 Greenwich Economic Forum, and my next guest is Jim Lockhart. He is a senior fellow for the Bipartisan Policy Center. He's also former head of pensions and federal housing agencies for both Bush administrations. Jim, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Matt. Good to be with you.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and thanks for taking the time to come over here. So, here we are. We've seen a lot of thought leadership going on in the main forum. We've had the governor, we've had the mayor, we've had heads of some of the biggest institutions in the world speaking. From an economic development standpoint, what are some of your big takeaways?
Well, certainly the speakers were very, very good, very entertaining too, but there's a little negative out of here that some people are really worried about the economy, the deficit, and some of those big issues, some of which I've worked with over the years. One of those issues is Social Security, which has just a giant shortfall. But overall, it's nice to see all these people come together in Greenwich. I live in Greenwich. I actually am the chairman of the local museum, the Bruce Museum. So that's another good reason, just up the street, so come visit it.
I have an extra couple of days here, I'm actually do that. But continuing on the forum side, this is a great example of what I would call a very strategic public-private partnership with creating the gathering we have here. How important are public-private partnerships for economic development, both regionally and nationally?
I think they're incredibly important. Obviously, we have a very large deficit in our country, and many states have big underfunded pension plans. So we need to bring more private sector money in and private sector expertise. I've been working with an infrastructure group that is really pitching a lot of towns and states on helping them develop their infrastructure.
As a resident of Connecticut, what do you see next as far as the economic milestones that Connecticut needs to hit to hit the next?
Well, Connecticut has some real challenges. It has the underfunded pension plan. Its tax system is higher than most people would like, and we need to get the economic development going again. We need to have companies moving in. The governor was talking about many companies starting to build here, and that's extremely important. And we also need to put money into our infrastructure. Our trains and our highways need work as well. So it's a big task he has ahead of him.
Well, balancing a budget is very difficult, especially when you need infrastructure development and you need adoption within the community, both financially, fiscally, and from a taxpayer standpoint. There's a lot of moving parts there, as you know.
Yeah, there really is. And Connecticut is a microcosm of many other states in the U.S. Where we have too large a deficit, and it's a microcosm of the whole U.S. at this point with our $1 trillion deficit. So again, I think it's really important to get private sector money in and private sector expertise. And the governor's doing that here, and I think a lot of states could really learn from that.
That's great. I know your time is really valuable, and I'd like to kind of wrap this up with getting in a little bit about the bipartisan policy work that you're doing and the group there. Tell us about some of the stuff that we can expect coming out of that.
Well, it's a really important group in Washington. It was founded by 4 Senate majority leaders, 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, and the whole idea is to get Democrats and Republicans to work on an issue together and come up with a bipartisan solution. I chaired a big commission, 19 members, with Senator Conrad from North Dakota on retirement security and personal savings. And we came up with a report that really is a blueprint of how we should solve our pension problems in the U.S. and also, very importantly, Social Security. And we do it in a lot of other areas too, so healthcare, housing, and oftentimes what we're trying to do is promote ideas, bipartisan ideas, take them to Congress and hopefully get them passed.
You're touching on the broken pension models that are around today. And the former CEO of GE said the fastest growing emerging market right now is healthcare. And the reason is that the drug companies are becoming so efficient on the data aggregation side that we're solving problems within the health sector faster than the pension models can keep up with them. How do we balance that out? If we live longer and we keep living longer and longer and those economic pension models are set for, How do you fix that?
Well, it's a big issue. Medicare and Social Security, I have actually been nominated to be a trustee of Medicare and Social Security. And they're big issues, and they're very much tied together. Social Security has a very large, 75-year whole present value is $13 trillion.
Yeah.
Medicare's problems are even worse. And we need to have attention in Washington to those issues. And unfortunately, at this point, we're not paying as much attention as we should. I mean, it's great we're having all this medical new ideas, new fixes, and it's extremely important. And over time, we need to also fix our Social Security system.
Well, Jim, you know what? I would love, and our network would love, to follow the things that you're doing over at the Bipartisan Policy Center. So
feel free to come down and visit anytime.
You know what? I will. And the next forum, we'd love to cover it. And I think what you guys are doing there is terrific.
Thank you very much, Matt.
Jim, thank you. Listen, have a great afternoon. We got Jim Lockhart here. We're going to be coming back right after these messages. Special thanks to our affiliate partners, ABC, NBC, Fox, and CBS. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
The 2019 Greenwich Economic Forum is brought to you by Bridgewater Associates. Meaningful work, meaningful relationships. Churchill Asset Management, Nuveen, a leading provider of senior and unitranche debt to middle market companies. Ropes & Gray, bright past, brilliant future. Aurora Capital, inspiring partnerships. And Gramercy Funds Management, we are emerging markets. Special considerations to Bank of America, life's better when we're connected. Noah Private Wealth Management, a leading wealth and asset management service provider in China. Guotai Jinan Futures, a leading brokerage firm for commodity futures and financial futures in China. China Industrial Securities, a comprehensive financial group providing full spectrum financial services in Hong Kong. And Titan Advisors, built like a hedge fund. Special thanks to the Financial Times and Greenwich Business Institute for hosting us. And thank you to all the sponsors who helped make this event possible. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go away.